Hi everyone, so welcome back to my class. My class. So today I'll be talking about what are the language requirements for study abroad. Okay, some of you must have been hearing about language. Why? I speak English. Why must I write any English test again? And I've spoken that those. That's why it's always good for you to check the university requirements before you apply for it. So there are some universities, or there are some countries that requires you to be proficient in their language before you can apply for such university. So let's get into it. So the first and foremost is for you to check the language requirement of the country you're applying to, right? So when you're applying, you check the language requirements. Some for English speaking countries, for example, they requires English tests. That's where you hear something like IELTS or TOEFL. So the IELTS is just for you to practice it. There is just English, they have speaking, listening, writing and all of that. So it's just for you to study it and check how it is. Then the TOEFL, then they usually have overall band for the IELTS. You need to have like 6.0 to 7.0 thereabout. Then for the TOEFL, you need to score like 80 to 100, thereabout. So you should have that in mind if the country you are going to requires the language proficiency. Why some other countries doesn't require language proficiency? Like they don't, or they require you to be proficient in their own native language. For instance, Germany, they require you to be proficient in their native language. That's why they have a TestDAF. TestDAF. Then you write it. Then you must have proven yourself to be proficient to a certain extent before you can be accepted. Then like in France also, they have tests. They have is it DEF, something like that. So you write it for you to be they now check the level of your proficiency through the test. Do you get? So now there are other countries that doesn't require you to write any test. Once you've proven to them that okay, you were taught in your previous university in English, so they won't require any proficiency from you. So in all of this now, what I'm saying is this: if you want to choose any country now that you intend to go and study, you want to go and study in any country now, if you intend to study in any country, so you should bear in mind that some of these countries now requires you to be proficient in their language. So if you are not ready for all of these right tests, just choose English speaking countries. Take it.